Now, I want to talk about Bitcoin for a second because it's down big again today. It's dropped about 50% from its high last month. Give it, summarize. What's going on here? Because that's quite a come down for Bitcoin. It was 20 grand. Now it's 9,600. What's going on?
Well, Bitcoin is a global market, but the majority of trading in Bitcoin actually comes from Asia. And over the last week, we've had news from South Korea and China that has been kind of harsh towards cryptocurrencies in terms of trading and mining. So that's taken some of the buyers off the table and caused angst in the market. Some are even wondering, will the U.S. or other countries be next to kind of clamp down from a regulatory standpoint? So you have to be careful with Bitcoin, and we're seeing a correction. We've seen a lot of corrections of this size in those cryptocurrencies, not exactly as maybe easy to invest in, if you will, than equities, because the volatility both on the upside and the downside can be massive here.
Okay, now the blockchain, the underlying technology of cryptocurrencies, you've got an ETF that has begun trading today, I believe, and you are putting your money, or the money there, into this basket of blockchain companies. So you're putting your trust, your faith in blockchain, not Bitcoin, correct?
That's correct. I mean, Bitcoin needs blockchain, but blockchain doesn't need Bitcoin. So we've come out with a portfolio in an ETF format where you can buy the leading companies that are investing and researching on blockchain technology. We think this is going to be transformative. The ticker is BLOK. It just began trading on the NYSE this morning, Stuart. We've had over 300,000 shares trade, which for us is about maybe 10 times the normal interest we get on a first day launch.
Now, the Amplify buys into companies or has the shares of companies which use blockchain. Do you have IBM in there? Because IBM is launching a kind of blockchain laboratory.
It's exactly right. This is a real technology. IBM is in the portfolio. We also have other companies like Hive Blockchain that are fairly unique and outside the U.S. If you go to IBM's homepage, you see blockchain as one of their kind of core principles in how they're building out their services to other companies. So you see a kind of an industry-wide, from financials to technology, grouping of companies that are investing in blockchain. And we're not sure what the winner is going to be. That's why we think buying a basket approach through the block ETF makes sense.
Okay, I'm sure you're making a ton of money. Christian Magoon, good luck to you, lad. Thanks for joining us, Chris.
What's up, guys? Doug.
So really interesting how Fox News wants to portray this, because they're like, oh my God, Bitcoin is down 50% if you bought at the all-time high, which would be really, really hard to do because it was only 20,000 for a very, very short amount. But let's just look at their analysis of, oh, you know, you lost 50% if you bought into Bitcoin. First off, it's now back to 11,000, but let's just go look at a 3-month chart. If you bought 3 months ago, you paid 5,000, so you would pretty much double your money at that market low, and it's now 11,000. I mean, even if you bought, let's just say in December, I mean, you would break even. So in December, yeah, it was around 9,000. So in 1 month, it didn't really move, but it's just crazy that, you know, they're going to go to the highest point. And so even in this chart, it never really hit 20,000. And really, the all-time high was, what, 19,500? And it's like literally for a very short period of time. So that's really biased and not correct for Fox News to do things like that, because you know, most cryptocurrency holders did not buy at the all-time high, and a majority of cryptocurrency holders probably bought like 3 months ago. Or even, let's just do a year ago. If you bought a year ago, you paid $900. So you're up 10 times on your money. So, I mean, if you're going to compare it to the stock market, I mean, if you take exact, you know, points, of course you can kind of mess around with the numbers and make something look like it's not. Now, this blockchain ETF is actually what I wanted to talk about, and it's very, very interesting, but I don't know if I would buy the ETF because there's a management fee. You can go on the internet, take a look at that ETF. They have IBM, for example. So if it was me, I would just buy the stocks. The stocks actually have dividend yields. I'm not sure what the dividend yield for the ETF is. But I mean, why pay a management fee when you can just go take maybe 5 or 10 of their biggest holdings and just, I mean, I understand the need for diversity, but at the same time, I mean, a company like IBM, and I'm sure their top 5 holdings are solid companies. So, you know, why give management fees and possibly lower dividends to, you know, to that guy, to the ETF, when you just buy it yourself and not have to deal with it. So let me know what you guys think. It is interesting that they've made an ETF on blockchain, obviously not on cryptocurrency, and it looks like it's going to be a while until there's going to be an ETF on actually holding the cryptocurrency. But you know, Wall Street's smart; they'll find ways to make money, and I wouldn't be surprised if eventually they find a way to create an ETF for exchanges. I think the idea of the exchanges, until you know, they have peer-to-peer transactions, I think that's a great way to make money. But let me know what you guys think. And just like I said, it's a lot of hype and a lot of misinformation by the media, and it's good for traders like me because it causes people to panic and sell, and then I pick it up for cheap. And yeah, it's a lot of just false news, and don't get tricked. Definitely check other resources, do some research, and don't get fooled. Please like and comment and subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube, and let me know what you guys think.